Disclaimer: this video is an imagination written by author's perspective. It has nothing to do with real life. It's only for entertainment purpose. I own the storyline and narration. So please don't copy and repost my work. Thank you. Guys, I want to tell you that this video is going to be very sensitive. So I'm already saying that. And I also want to say that no one will say anything in comments like why you blame him or her. This is my storyline and this is how fanfictions work. So if you are sensitive, then stay away from this fanfiction. Thank you. You and your husband Kim Taeyong both are doing it. Actually, you are pregnant and it's very dangerous for you to do it in this condition. But your husband wants to do it because he is needy. You love him a lot, so you are sacrificing for him. While doing it, your belly started hurting, and your husband understood that you are in pain, so he backed off and sat on the bed and started his clothes, and you thought that maybe he is feeling disappointed with you because you can't fulfill his needs. You tapped his shoulder and he looked at your teary eyes. Ryan, I'm sorry, baby, but I can't fulfill your needs. You said with teary eyes, and he smiled. Taeyong, don't say sorry, darling. For me, you and our baby is more important, so don't feel sorry. Taeyong, I can sacrifice anything for you, my lady, so don't be sad. He said with a smile, and you also smiled back and hugged him. Just then, you both heard someone knocking the door, so you got up and get dressed and opened the door and saw your 6 years old son, Kim Taehun, and he quickly hugged you tightly. Ryan, what happened, Taehun baby? Taehun, Mama, I'm feeling scared in my room, so I'll sleep with you, he said, and you nodded. He sleep on your bed and you started grazing his head and he's sleeping peacefully. You smiled while looking at your son. You are so lucky to have a husband and son like them. You are feeling complete after having them in your life. It's been 8 years since you got married to Taeyong, and after 2 years you got blessed with your son Taehun. At first you said no to marry him, but then your mom emotionally you and your father was very abusive, so your mom wanted to get you married as soon as possible. You refused to marry him because of some reason, but your parents didn't listen to you and forced you to marry him, and you also accept him as your faith and accept him as your husband. As time passed, he made you fall in love with him, and as a wife, you also try to love him back. And now you love him more than yourself, and now you are so happy with him. And now you are 7 months pregnant with your second child. Very soon you are going to accept your second baby with him. Actually, your son Tehon want a sibling, and now he's so happy. After some time, you and Taeyong also sleep, and Taehon is sleeping between you both. After some time, you suddenly woke up because Taehon grabbed your wrist tightly. Maybe he's feeling scared because of nightmare. That's why he grabbed your wrist tightly and hugged you. You were praising him, and then you noticed that Taeyong is not on the bed. You became confused and got up from the bed and went towards bathroom and he's not there. Then you looked at the time and it's 1 a.m. in the midnight. You grabbed your cell phone and called him, but his phone is switched off. You are feeling scared now. You started roaming here and there in the room and you are waiting for him. Time skip 1 hour later. It's been 1 hour and now you are feeling scared because he is not picking your calls. And where is he at this time? Without telling you, he left from the house at midnight. Just then you heard door opening sound and Taeyong entered inside and he became shocked when he saw you. You ran towards him and hugged him and he is just standing there with shocked face. Ryan, where were you? Why didn't you pick my call? You sat with teary eyes and he's looking so nervous. Ryan, what happened? Why are you sweating? Are you okay? You asked worriedly and he nodded. Taeyong, actually I went to office. Ryan, but why? Taeyong, actually I forget to sign an important document and my manager is going to deposit that document in the early morning. That's why I have to sign that. Taeyong, that document urgently. That's why I went to office without telling you. I'm sorry. Ryan, but why didn't you tell me that you are going to office? I was feeling so scared. Taeyong, you were sleeping and I don't want to disturb you. That's why I didn't tell you. Ryan, but from next time, don't go anywhere without telling me, okay? You sat with a pout, and he smiled while looking at your cute face. Taeyong, okay, I'll not go anywhere until I get your permission. Smile. You also smiled and hugged him, but you can smell a female perfume in his shirt. You became confused, but you ignored it because you trust him a lot, and then you both sleep peacefully. Next morning, you woke up and saw your husband and son sleeping peacefully. You kissed their forehead and started shaking them. Vayan, Tehon, baby, wake up. He woke up and started rubbing his eyes. Tehon, good morning, Mama. He sat and kissed your forehead. Vayan, now wake up your father. You sat and he started shaking his father, and you went downstairs to prepare breakfast. And both father and son started playing early in the morning. Time skip. You prepared breakfast and saw Tehon and Taeyong both are coming downstairs after getting ready. You served them breakfast and they both started eating. After eating breakfast, Tehon and Taeyong both left for school and office after kissing your forehead. Time skip in afternoon. You are sitting in the living room and reading novels. Just then your husband Taeyong come back home in afternoon. Actually sometimes he come back home early. Taeyong, I'm back love. He said and you smiled. Van, welcome home. Taeyong, where is my Superman? Van, actually today he's staying at Maya's house because Maya's cousin Ruhi is back. So Tehon wants to play with her. Actually Maya is your neighbor. He sat and you looked at him with confused expressions. Taeyong, don't take stress and take rest, Vayan. I'll bring him back, so don't worry. Vayan, okay. You nodded and he went out to bring him back, and you continued reading that novel. Taeyong come to Maya's house and saw Tehon and Ruby are playing. Actually, Ruby is also 6 years old, so Tehon come here to play with her. Just then Maya come there and saw Taeyong. She smirked after looking at him, and he also did the same. And Taeyong nodded. Taeyong told Tehun that they are going back in few minutes. Maya, I missed you so much, love. She sat and tried to kiss him, but he pushed her. Taeyong, we are not in any love relationship, okay? So don't call me by these cringe names. Taeyong words hurt her, but she ignored it. Taeyong, I'm needy, so let's do it. He said, and she nodded with a smirk, and they both started doing it. Ruby and Tehon both are playing, and Ruby pushed him, and he got hurt and started crying. Tehon, wait, I'll complain about you to my dada. He sat and went to find his father, and Ruhi became scared, so she hid behind couch. Tehun come to that bedroom where he heard some strange voice and his eyes popped out after looking at that scene in front of him. Tehun can't believe on that scene. Tears started flowing from his eyes, and he can't believe on his own eyes. For a 6-year-old child, the scene is heartbreaking. Tehun, that is so bad. Tehun sat and ran away from there. To be continued. Thanks for watching.